Hello guys, in today's video I'll be teaching us how we can process our raw images directly from the Camera Raw filter. As you can see, this image has been processed already, so let me show you the before and after. This is the before and this is the after. The before and the after. So you can see this image was shot by Canon EOS RP, an ISO of 150mm lens, aperture of f5, and the speed of 1/125 of a second. So without wasting much of our time, let's start today's business. So the first thing I have to do right here is I have to reinstate it back to its normal form, how it was taken directly from the camera. Then I have to convert my 3-dot right here and toggle on reset to default. Once I click on reset to default, everything is going to go back to its normal state. So once I click on reset to default, everything goes back to its normal state. So what we want to do right here, we want to process this raw image and open it inside of Photoshop. But for the sake of this tutorial, we are going to be processing this raw image alone. So the first thing we have to do is we have to check our light icon right here. So we have our exposure. So when I take my exposure up, it's too much and it's not looking nice, it's looking overexposed. So we just have to work based on how we want our image to look. And note, the kind of tone I want for my image might be different from the type of tone you want from your image. This is just my own way of doing it. So I just want you to follow along and grab and also use the same method while you are processing your own raw image directly from the camera inside of Camera Raw filter. So I feel like my image is well exposed right here. Yeah, I feel like my image is well exposed, so I don't have to tamper with my exposure right here. So what I have to do right now, I have to convert my contrast, and I want to add a little bit of contrast to the image. It is looking kind of flat to me. Yeah, it's looking kind of flat, so I want to add a little bit of contrast to my image. I have to toggle up my contrast up a little bit. I think +5 works for me. So you can see, you might not really see the changes, but as it goes on, you will see what we are doing to the image. We just want to process this raw image so that we can be able to work on it inside of Photoshop. So after adding to my contrast, the next thing I have to do is I have to bring down my highlights. So the purpose of me bringing down my highlights is to make sure the details present on the subject's clothes, you see, is on white. So I want the details present on the subject's clothes to be obvious, and obviously I would like to differentiate my white background from the white clothes my subject is putting on. So I have to do is just toggle down my highlight till I'm satisfied. So you can see, around 76 works for me. So you can see that I've successfully separated the background from the cloth, and I've successfully brought back details present in the cloth. So let's just see the before and after using the highlight slider. So this is the before and this is the after. So you can see that I've successfully brought details back to the subject cloth. So the next thing we have to do now, since I've brought down my highlights, I have to compensate my highlights by taking up my shadows. So let me just take up my shadows slightly. So you can see. So I feel 14 works for me. So this is the before and the after. So you can see the difference between the two. So the next thing I have to do, I just have to like take down my white a little bit. Just take it down my white a little bit, and for my black, I want to make sure I'm having that contrast same image. So I just take down my black a little more bit. So depending on the value that works for you. So you can see that we successfully corrected the lighting adjustment in the image. So just what we've done on the light, let's just see with the before and after what we've done so far. So this is the before and this is the after. Beautiful, very, very beautiful. So the next thing we have to do is we have to come over to our color right here. So I have to balance my color, I have to use the white balance slider to balance my color right here. And for me, for this particular image, I want a warm tone. You can see that is a light skin subject, so I want my subject to have this light, this light tone. Yeah, so I just want to add a little bit of yellow to it. You can see my temperature is actually on 5350. If I bring it down, it's going to give my image that bluish tone, but I don't want that. So I'm just going to be adding to my temperature a little more bit, just to make sure the tone present in my subject body comes out very, very well. So let me just drag my slider up till I'm satisfied. So let me just keep dragging. So I think 5700 is okay by me. So let's check. See, before, you can see it having that bluish tone, and after. So with the addition of my temperature to it, I've been able to cast out that bluish tone in the image. So I think I'm okay with my tint. I'm not going to be touching my tint. So the next thing I have to do is come over to my vibrance. I'll just take it up. So like I used to say, the function of vibrance is to make sure all the color are equally balanced. So that's the function of the vibrance. So like I've added to my vibrance now. I've made sure like all my colors are syncing with each other. The next thing, saturation. I'm not going to be touching my saturation slider. So let's just check what we've done before, with what we've done so far. So this is my before and after. Before and after. You can see that with just a little bit of adjustment, we've been able to bring life to this image. So the next thing I have to do, I would like to give my image, I prefer giving my image a little bit of texture before retouching. So let me just give it a texture of around 10. Yeah, I'm cool with it, and add a little bit of clarity of around 2 to it. So I'm good. Yeah, so yeah, I'm good with that. So the next thing I have to do is just check all the other sliders that I want to work on. So I'm not going to be touching my curves for this image. I feel like my image is looking balanced enough. So the next thing I have to do is just come over to my color mixer slider. So I just want to pop some colors present in this image. So you can see it's putting on a red cap, and then next thing I have to do is just like come here, just add to my red a little bit. I think 10 should be enough for me. Then the next thing I have to do is I want to eliminate blue in this image. I want to cast away blue, because if I zoom in, you can see the blue histogram here. So let me just take down my blue away from the image. So you can see, so I've eliminated the blue. So I feel like it's kind of too much, and let me just take it to around 50. I think I should be fine with 50. So let's just check for the color mixer. See, before and after. I see that I successfully casted blue out of my subject. The next thing I have to do is I'm not going to be touching my color gradient right here. So the next thing I have to do, I'll come down over to my blue primary. So the function of the blue primary is, if I add to my blue primary, I just want to make sure the skin tone pop. So that's what I want to make sure. So let me just add to my blue primary. I think depending on the value that works for you, like I said, you don't have to follow the specific value I'm inputting here. You just have to do what works for you. So I think I'm okay with 14. So let's check our overall before and after. So before, after, before and after. As you can see, I've successfully like processed the raw image of this subject right here. So the next thing I have to do is just open it inside of Photoshop and start working. So you can decide to open as a copy or open as a subject depending on what you want. So but since I'm not making any adjustments back here. So if you want to make any adjustments, you can open as a copy. But since I'm not making any adjustments back here, so I also edit directly inside of Photoshop, I also have to click open, and it is going to open directly inside of my Photoshop. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.